Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, February 19. Government has now identified a quarantine facility in Western Jamaica as it looks for other locations as a proactive measure against COVID-19, formerly the novel coronavirus. Minister of Health and Wellness Dr. Christopher Tufton made the disclosure yesterday as he toured a quarantine facility at the St. Joseph's Hospital in St. Andrew. He says more will be revealed on the Western facility in the coming days. The quarantine area at St. Joseph's Hospital will be used for persons who have traveled to China and have been exposed to the virus but have not displayed any symptoms.
There are 14 rooms, self-contained, meaning bathroom, bedroom, that allows someone who is under quarantine to be placed here for the 14 days and is sufficiently quarantined or by themselves.
The hospital currently has no one under quarantine but will remain open as needed. Dr. Tufton says the location is adequately prepared to handle high-risk health cases but has stressed that it is not an isolation facility.
And the distinction has to be made. The quarantine facility is really taking normal persons who are travelers with the travel history and the risk, who have displayed no signs, but because of the risk associated with traveling to the destination, we take them in a facility and hold them for a period.
The minister has also reassured the residents of Vineyard Town and surrounding environs that they are at no health risk from the St. Joseph's Hospital being used as a quarantine center. Meanwhile, Jamaica is now able to test for COVID-19. The Health and Wellness Minister gave that update on Monday during a tour of the National Influenza Center at the University Hospital of the West Indies in St. Andrew.
We are working as assiduously as we can with our international partners, with our internal stakeholders or experts to respond to this global threat and to do as best as we can to protect the population from this, as we would from any other.
The development follows training of local laboratory staff by the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, last week.
Since last year, the center has already been re-evaluated by WHO as a collaborating center, and it's been passed all the proficiency testing, etc. So we have every confidence that the National Influenza Center is more than capable of detecting, and that is why we're able to do the training, and that's why it's been able to be rolled out so quickly.
Scores of kits have been issued to the center, and 9 health professionals have been trained to boost the detection process. The tests will be carried out at the National Influenza Center in collaboration with the National Public Health Laboratory. Jamaica is among the first countries in the region to develop the capacity to test for the disease more commonly known as the novel coronavirus. But the Ministry of Health is reminding the public to still observe the standard infection prevention and control precautions as it relates to viral respiratory illnesses. These include frequent hand washing, covering one's mouth while coughing and sneezing with disposable tissues or clothing, and avoiding contact with persons who display flu-like symptoms. Still on health, 60% of the construction work on the Western Children's Adolescent Hospital in St. James is to be completed during the next financial year. The government has outlined $250 million in the estimates of expenditure towards the project for the 2020-2021 period. The 220-bed facility is being constructed under a joint Jamaica-China funded project. In November 2017, Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the United Nations Office for Project Services to help with the ministry's plans for the facility. The new hospital is being constructed on the compound of the Cornwall Regional Hospital in Montego Bay. It will be the first and only public hospital in the wider Caribbean region to provide dedicated adolescent health services. Government intends to set aside approximately $629 million for the Energy Management and Efficiency Program. The program seeks to promote energy efficiency in government facilities and fuel conservation in road transportation by reducing fuel imports. Details were outlined in the 2020-2021 estimates of expenditure now before the House of Representatives. Anticipated targets for the fiscal period include continuation of energy retrofitting of the Falmouth, Mandeville, Kingston Public and Victoria Jubilee hospitals. Energy retrofits will also begin at another 7 hospitals island-wide, and a lighting audit will be conducted for 50 public buildings. Other activities include the acquisition and installation of urban traffic management equipment and physical upgrade of the central control system for communication, CCTVs, and messaging boards in the Kingston metropolitan area. In addition, an update of the national energy policy and preparation of an integrated energy plan are to be done. An island-wide media campaign on energy awareness and conservation will also be conducted. The project is being implemented by the Ministry of Science, Energy and Technology with funding provided by the European Union, Inter-American Development Bank, and the Japan International Cooperation Agency. Residents of Westmoreland now have access to a $16 million upgraded examination depot. This after the Transport Authority partnered with the Island Traffic Authority to expand the reach of its services for testing and licensing of PPVs and commercial carriers in the parish. Transport Minister Robert Montego says the facility, which is located on Barracks Road in Savannah-Lamar, will boost service delivery to stakeholders in Western Jamaica.
The $16 million spent was money well spent because the level of service that the facility is giving cannot be quantified.
Minister Montego was speaking at the recent official opening ceremony of the Transport Authority's satellite office in Savannah-Lamar. And finally, to ensure the participation of the nation's schools and students, Jamaica Day will this year be celebrated on the 21st of February instead of the last Friday in the month. The annual celebration, which was proclaimed by the Governor-General back in 2011, is to be observed yearly on the last Friday of February. Chairman of the Jamaica Day Planning Committee, Marlon Williams, sought to clarify the reason for this year's switch in the date of observation, which he says is not a permanent decision.
On the 28th, which would be the last Friday, schools will be on midterm. And because we want the students' full participation, then we have decided to have it 1 week earlier to facilitate our students.
He was speaking recently on JIS TV's Get the Facts program. Jamaica Day was proclaimed in 2011, having started in 2002 by the Education Ministry as a day of celebration critical to the development of a strong spirit of patriotism and responsible citizenship. Jamaica Day 2020 National Celebration will be hosted at the Denby High School in Clarendon this Friday. It will be held under the theme Celebrating Jamaica, highlighting our icons in the arts, agriculture, and technological innovations. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.